Glad to have you with us from Ross 8 Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Thunderbirds and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross 8 Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum and all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. It's the Thunderbirds kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And onto the field comes Assad Wasim. He entered the portal, looked around, and made his way here from Florida Atlantic. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds his target. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Carroll. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the first down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
Drops back on first down. Rush right in his face. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. 2nd and long here. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Now the Thunderbirds offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back, they can...
Caught, and he's got room. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown, so right away you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Myers on the move. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Purdue! A pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Complete to start this drive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. 3rd and long right here. Jackson will throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Hauls it in. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, going to throw it. Got rid of it just in time.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Now staring at a third down. Corner's going to give them room. Still looking. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And it's the Thunderbirds will line up to punt it away. Making his first move. Makes a move. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Enough to move the chains. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll send the back in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Thunderbirds headed quickly to the line. Drives inside. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
And it's the Thunderbirds now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Plows through the defense. He's stopped. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. Whip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on! He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Thunderbirds are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. Holds on, it's Dorsett. Speeding down the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Bringing it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for the edge, it's Terrell. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Jackson will throw. It's complete to the right. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right side, it's Terrell. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Motion from the back. Looking to throw for it. Look out! Just got rid of that one.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They send the tight end in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This time he's got it. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The official says no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Mean Green, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back to your game in West Lafayette. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. trailing by a couple of scores. They'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Just going to keep it after the snap. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. And it's the Thunderbirds want to move quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Jackson will throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Going to the run, it's Gibson. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Gibson one more time. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
The Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking for the edge. Quick toss. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Sells to fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that is a play the big fella is never going to forget. Johnny on the spot. He's able to scoop up the fumble. And there was just green grass out ahead of him, and the big fella rumbling and stumbling as far as his legs would take him.
Here's some daylight. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Right at the line. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Thunderbirds will hustle to the line. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Wide receiver comes in motion. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Max got it on the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. That leaves them with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the 4th quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Townsend. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They're backed up in their own end. Now a bit of a change of sceneries there across the 35. 1st and 10 from the 36. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
There he goes. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Purdue. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a new set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They'll need a bunch on second down. On play action. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Here comes the heat. Fires to the tight end. Ripping through the defense. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Wants to throw one first. They're all over him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rushes on. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Hits inside, it's Terrell. Makes his man miss. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Knocked down immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Boilermakers have this offense rolling. Tight end now in motion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Jackson will throw. Finds his tight end. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Thunderbirds have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Got his man out of the backfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He's dropped. Four wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Under pressure. Lets it fly. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Keeps it moving. It's Jenkins. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.